Alright, hey, it's Mega here. So, one thing you might notice about my garage is that the WR250E is not in here anymore, okay? So, I sent it over to Rob at Fabrications Unlimited in Aliviso, California, and he's going to beef up the motor mounts, and he'll add he'll make the battery tray stronger, right? So, if you remember from when we checked out the bike, the battery tray, like there was only 2 points of contact in the very front of the battery, and the back there's nothing. It literally, the battery tray just sits on the freaking motor, right? It's probably better to just strap that tray to the motor or something. I know, you know what? Oh, I didn't think about that. Why not put the battery tray on the motor? It would add some more rigidity. Yeah, it would add some more thing to the frame. So I don't know, man, but I told him not to get too crazy with the battery box, because I might be changing the battery later. Okay, so I'm gonna see if that Sauron battery fits, but we'll have to wait on that one. Okay, yeah. So he's going to beef up. I told him to beef up the front motor mount, and then maybe we're gonna make that cross brace, the brace that goes on the that goes diagonal, because the motor twists, right? It twists, and it's gonna transmit that force straight into the bracket. All right, so I think that's a good idea. I was gonna build it myself, but I'll let him do it. Okay, we'll see what he comes up with. He said he could build me like a totally custom brand new mount also. So man, this the lens thingy on this, man. Yeah, he said he could build me a totally new bracket. Like, he could take the bracket out and build another one, make it out of like a 1/4-inch aluminum and stuff. But he said that's going to cost a lot more. So I said, nah, let's just beef up what's on there already. All right. So because and then we'll see if it can handle the stress. Okay, if it breaks, because those are the brackets that a lot of people are using. All right, is what I'm gonna say. So yeah, so that's a scoop. He's gonna beef up the mounts, all right, the motor mount, and then and then make a better battery tray. Okay, well, not make it. Well, yeah, we can have him do that. We can have him make a totally new battery tray, or we could or he should just make something stronger in the back or something. All right, but I told him, hey, I'm gonna be gone. I'm gonna be gone like all next week. I'm going to Oregon. So we'll. I told him, like, hey, yeah, you got a whole week with the bike, so take your time. But I need it back after a week. So that's what I told him, because the race is the week after, and then we put some knobbies on it and we go racing. All right, guys. So that's a scoop. Yeah. All right. So in the next clip, we'll have the bike back from Rob, and I'll show you what he did to the bike, okay? All right. All right, hey, it's Mega here. And so in the last clip, I told you I took it to Rob at Fabrications Unlimited, and we got it back. All right, there it is. All right, so let's go check out his work. Okay, guys, so I have it on the motor jack rack, so I just figured let's just leave it on here so we can see it a little better. But there it is. All right, so that's his handiwork. It looks like I might need to paint that a little more. That's going to start rusting. Yeah, I'll paint it a little better for him. But yeah, so he charged me $300 for this. So basically what he did is he boxed in the motor mounts. Okay, so he added a plate going across right here. All right, and then yeah, I think that's all he did. He just added a plate up here, and then he added this to the motor mount, because the motor mount is solid. What I wanted to do was add something to the here, bolt something here. All right, can we do that? I think there's enough room to do that. That's what I wanted to do. Or we could just bolt it to one of these bolts right here. But this is what he came up with. All right, guys. So there's these two pipes. There's just 2 pipes coming up, and then he's got a whatchamacallit. It's like one of these feet. All right. It looks like those feet for those moto jacks. All right, guys.
and then there's like a stopper right here. Okay, so you can adjust the height of the battery. All right, so this is no more floppy battery. All right, at least I think so. That's the one I was worried about the most. The battery, you know, it still moves up and down a lot. Okay, but what he said I could do is I could run a strap through the motor to over here. All right, so, but that's giving it more support. It gives it support right here, so hopefully that'll work. Okay, guys, we'll find out during this weekend's race. Okay, but yeah, he boxed it in here, and so he said if I ever take the motor mount out, because he couldn't weld it too well, but he'll box the bottom part in too. All right. And this part right here, but basically he just added this top part here to reinforce this. He said like, oh, this should hold up. So okay, that's what he says. All right, that's his opinion, that it will hold up. Okay, so we'll find out. All right, but yeah, I think that's a good idea and it looks good. All right, so if you remember correctly, all this part here was open before. Now it's solid, like all the way here. It's been boxed in. So and I guess if we get rid of this skid plate, because I don't really know what this is, we can cut this part out of the skid plate, that plastic part, and then we can box it in some more. He said if I can get this, if I ever get the motor mount off, I could just take it to him and he'll box it in some more. He'll clean it up a little more. So okay, so we might go and do that, but we'll see how this works out first. Yeah. Okay. But that should be a lot stronger than it was before. So you basically added a gusset plate to it, to the top part of it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is find a strap that will go through this whole thing here, and that'll help keep it from flopping around a whole lot. Okay, so that's the plan. How it's gonna affect battery swaps, I'm not sure. Okay, guys, but we only have one battery right now. He said he did try to rotate the battery and stick it up there, but there's just not enough room up there, unfortunately. And we got to see if we can fit a Sauron battery up there, but I don't think it'll fit. I'm not sure. So we may have to just go with these batteries. Okay, so that's the scoop, guys. So we'll go ahead and I'll get a strap for this up here, and then hopefully that'll keep that from moving, because it's still moving. Okay. All right. Okay, so there it is. I added that other strap over here. All right, it fits nicely on this side, but it doesn't fit very nicely on the other side. But we can give a tug up on the battery. Okay, you can see it's much more secure now. All right, I think there's a fire or something down the street. But yeah, there it goes. So what I don't like about this, so this is basically two of these straps put together, all right, to make one big long one, all right. And so this is basically, it's pushing down on this, so it doesn't flop around anymore. So that'll work. Why couldn't I have just done that in the first place? Right? All right, but it adds extra thing for it. Okay, so that's the scoop, guys. All right, so I added a strap here. I ran it through this slot here, okay, and it's coming out the slot right here. This one is a lot smaller though, the slot here, and another problem is it's touching the motor here, so I don't like that. All right, well, hopefully if that's not a problem, because these motors, they get hot, right? So it may melt the strap. I'm not 100%. It's a nylon strap. It's pretty strong. So, okay, so the battery has these two straps to strap this to the tray. Okay, and then there's another strap going around to the motor mount through the whole dealie. All right, so I think that should be pretty good. All right, as you can see, it doesn't move around anymore, so should be good. All right, so I think that'll do it. All right, so we shall see if it survives the race this weekend. All right, so we've got the stronger boxed in bracket. All right, we've got these pipes here. All right, that hold it up, and then yeah, so it just kind of really the strap is what helps the most, in my opinion. So okay, we'll see how it works. Okay, so that is the beefed up motor mount, guys. Okay, it's a beefed up motor mount with stronger battery tray. Okay, so I don't know. I'm not super happy with the way the battery's mounted in there still, but I think with that strap there, I think it'll be just fine. All right. I was hoping that he could have just welded a tab right here from like here to here, and then drilled a hole right here, and then bolt it to the motor. That's what I was hoping we could do. There's not a lot of the motor left though. But it's okay. The motor is pretty secure. Well, we don't want, I don't mind if the battery sits on the motor, because the motor it's strong, guys. It's got a lot of stuff holding it now. All right. So, but I don't want this thing flopping up and down a lot. All right, on the motor, and with this strap, it doesn't do that. So, okay. So cool dealio. But I guess it makes sense. He made a platform here, and it holds all this together. So I think he did pretty good. Okay, so yeah, he made a platform here that attaches to the motor mount, so it makes this tray stronger. All right, so hopefully that'll do the trick. Okay, and hopefully this tray holds in there pretty good. Okay, but that's, I guess, that's the Hayes Omega WR250E Mark II. Okay, guys. So Mark 1 was the original setup, and this is the Mark II setup. All right, it's just a slightly beefed up motor mount and battery straps. Okay, so hopefully that'll do the trick. All right, thanks for watching. Hayes Big out.